Hey, hey, guys! Welcome to Protoss Bronze 2 to Bronze 1. In this video, we're gonna talk about everything we talked about in this last video, but we're gonna make sure you know what the hell you're doing. More examples. Things are gonna get crazy. I'll try to elaborate more and more and more on things that come to mind, but yeah, basically the point of everything that we're going to be doing here with Protoss and this vidya here is really just going to be, once again, to make sure you solidify the ideals of what macro means and how to do it more and all that jazz. Also, this guy might quit the game. I don't know if I'll. This guy's literally just. I played him in my Terran series and he's like, I'm on a quest to 0 MMR. Okay, sounds good. But yeah, anyways, what do we do when the game starts? Put our mouse on the Nexus, and the second it says go, basically, click the Nexus, make a probe. We click the Nexus and make a probe immediately. And then we make a pylon.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to watch another YouTube series.
Thank you very much, 12-piece McBooty. Okay, whatever. Yeah, what I was going to say, he just left the game, though. I can explain that really fast. You get like 16 or like 20 MMR, somewhere in that range, if you and your opponent are around the same MMR, if you win, and you just get it. The game gives it to you. You don't lose MMR because it's not like MMR is like a finite amount and you steal your opponent's MMR. So the way he's talking about like a 0 MMR fighting a 0 MMR player, you can't steal MMR from each other. It doesn't work that way. The game generates and deletes MMR with your wins and losses. It's not about stealing your opponent's MMR when you win or lose. It has nothing to do with that. Anyways, yeah, I thought that guy was gonna quit. He usually stays in the game for about a minute and then he quits the game to say whatever he wants to say. It's very interesting. But here we go again. Here we go again, dude. Here we go again. Another game. Let's go, dude. So now we got our next game. We have the Terran player. It's all good. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter, boys. It doesn't matter. It was Zerg, Terran, or Protoss. Doesn't matter at all. Because then all we're doing is macroing. Nothing else matters right now. Just macro. We will worry a little bit more about basic scouting and basic walling in Silver League once we kind of have the ideal of macro down. But in Bronze, we're just macroing. So it's all about understanding this concept that I'm going to drill in your head 5 million times. There's two things. Number one, what does your build need mainly in terms of resource? The answer for our build is minerals, because our build is very expansion and economy focused, which costs a lot of minerals. Secondly, it's also about understanding to try your best to maintain 100% uptime of production in your Nexus and in your commands, or in your gateway, in your buildings. Like, so notice how we're not building a probe? This is an example.
I wish there was no stream delay. I miss you interacting with chat. Thank you for your work. And feels bad for SS.
Thank you very much, Koala-san, for the 100 bits. So there's I mean, it's not ideal, right? With the whole okay, I just lost my train of thought with that. What was I saying? Fuck. I literally forgot what I was saying. Okay, whatever. I'll try to stop remembering it. Maybe I'll remember if I stop trying to remember. But yeah, no, I can't, again, for people who are on the stream, I'm not going to go too much into this, just because, again, this is a YouTube video, right?
Vibe, you're a good egg.
Yo, Mauricio, thank you for the 6-month resub, dude. Much appreciated. Yeah, no, I can't, guys, I can't just stream without delay right now, because I got sniped yesterday, and it made my Bronze 3 Protoss series take way longer than it should have. It was pretty annoying. And I don't, this series is going to take forever if I just get sniped half my games. Okay. Okay, dude. Alright, I don't remember what I was saying. Well, I'll just move on. It doesn't matter. I'm sure I'll talk about everything that's important anyways at some point. But yeah, I think what I was saying was just the two philosophies is one, you have to understand what's important about your build. Is it minerals or is it gas focused? Ours is obviously defensive macro, which is a mineral focused style. So we're expanding, we're macroing, we're maxing out really fast. And then on top of that, it's about maintaining production 100% of the time as much as possible out of your buildings. So that's the big part about spending your money. It's about never letting your gateway, like if you have a gateway up for 6 minutes, and if you can say in 6 minutes, my gateway only wasn't building a unit for 12 seconds, I'll be like, damn, that's really good. That's almost like 100% uptime right there. That's really, really, really high. You're in the 95 plus percentile area there. That's really, really good. But if I can say, or if you can say, okay, I had a gateway and I built units out of it in 6 minutes. I only built units out of it for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. I'll be like, okay, that's really bad. It means you've built units out of your gateway like 30% of the time. And that's why your macro needs improvement. So understanding what the build requires, minerals first, gas second, and then maintain it. Like actually build it. Really actually build your units. Do that, get good at that, and you'll be like, wow, I am super good at StarCraft. I am on my way to Silver League. I'm on my way to Gold League. Like, if you can do what I just said, those two things, like, really well, that automatically is your ticket to at least Platinum, if not possibly Diamond League. Dead serious. People out there think that those leagues take so much crazy strategy to accomplish to get there, and it's really just, can you macro? And if you understand those two things I just said, which again, we're going to talk a lot, like if you don't understand it yet, don't worry, we're going to talk about it repeatedly all day. But that is really all it takes to get there, is understanding those two concepts. Vibes forgetful. I couldn't remember what we were talking about. I don't know.
I am here in the shadow.
Maybe tomorrow when I stream, I'll turn my stream delay on a little bit less than what it is now. But it is seriously kind of annoying when I have some guy that's sitting there like watching the series and going, I'm gonna snipe every other game Vibe plays. I'm just like, okay. And then every single game I'm like, well, I'm playing someone who's gonna play like at a Masters level, and I have to play at a Bronze level. This is kind of ruining the series. It makes the series stupid. It just wastes time, I feel like. So I feel like it's worth it to run stream delay to avoid that more often. Okay, so we got mineral focus again. Let's go ahead and take our third base, please. Make our units. Make our immortals. What does sniping mean in this context? What it means is sometimes you get a guy who is going to be like a genuine, like, let's say he's a Masters player. Let's say he's like 4,100 MMR. And I'm playing in a bracket right now for making a guide where I'm playing at 1,600 MMR or 1,500 MMR. And that player who's Masters League for real will just leave games and lose constantly to get low enough to be able to find me in ladder. And then he will play really try hard like a Masters player against me while I'm trying to play like a Bronze player. And then I will lose because I'm clearly playing someone who is way above the league of what we're playing at. And again, players out there as well will probably be like, well, Vibe, you're also not really Bronze. But the thing is, though, is I'm making a guide for Bronze, and I'm playing as if I would not be much... Like, I'm playing like what I think a Bronze player can handle. That's the point of this series. Is if you're genuinely Bronze and you watch this series, this is like a guide to go, play like this, and you'll improve at the game. And especially if you also listen to what I'm saying, and then you understand the concepts of what you're doing and why you're doing it. I'm not over here playing like... this is. If you guys ever think that this is the best I can play StarCraft, You're very mistaken. I definitely can play a lot faster than 25 APM or 30 APM.
Oh, yeah.
So
Love you,
it just is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I love you too, man. Thank you very much, Sir Potato. This kind of stuff just happens, though. People just like to be trolls. Alright, so now, dude, we are going to take our upgrades. Let's go and take a forge and a council. And again, we haven't been sniped yet today. I don't think I got sniped at all in my Terran series today for Bronze 2 because I had stream delay. But I got sniped like fucking 4 times in my Protoss series yesterday. It was really annoying. Okay, so now we're making stalkers again. Nice. That's cool. We got a new guy. Okay. And now we're almost fully saturated on the next base again, so let's go ahead and expand again. What's happening here? Okay, we can warp in stalkers here to defend this. We can rebuild probes as well, because some probes died. Just send some probes here to the base over here. We can chrono boost our forge and our robo. Let's take probes up here. And now we're going to be at 85 probes, so we're done making probes. We're super close to, you know, our stopping point of everything. Let's make some more pylons around my base so I have more build room to work with. Okay, it looks like we're getting attacked, so we can just select our army. And we can just aim move towards it. It's fine. My army is mostly balled up here, so that's good. Don't forget to macro during the process. Let's go ahead and also look at our money too. We're done making probes. I'm maxed out on my total supply, and I can't really do anything else with everything I have. So now let's go ahead and add in more production. More production. A little bit of self-plugging going on here. No worries. Yeah, obviously he doesn't have to watch it, but if he wants to, I figured I would just offer it. Because I feel like a lot of people have more fun when they know what they're doing, rather than just like randomly doing stuff. He seems like a nice guy too, so I figured I would say screw it. Okay, so now we take a stalker and let's go expand all, or go, not expand, sorry, go scout all the bases. In the meantime, let's macro.
Oh, yeah.
Vibu heart.
We can take our upgrades, we can chrono boost our robo. Okay, so we found one of his bases. We're almost to the other base. Let's make sure we check our expansions as well, right? Check our mineral lines, fix them, fix them, fix them.
Yeah.
Fix the mineral line here, it's really off. Fix that one, put over here, and let's take another base as well. Okay, let's make another round of stalkers. Okay, and now let's A move his base. A move, shift A move, shift A move, shift A move, shift A move. And the reason why we're going to shift A move like this is, again, because he has a wall there. It looks like that's a wall. So you should always be, if you know there's a wall with someone's base, try to A move right in front of the wall so your units don't get super stupid and walk in circles like somewhere else, because the AI is going to get weird if it's actually walled. Okay. And now let's even make like one more robo. Screw it. So we have just more mortal production. So we have 24 buildings now for production. Okay, and let's start just building units again as they die.
I am here in the shadows.
GG.
I am here in the shadows. Mineral field deplete. Unacceptable command. I am here in the shadows.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy. Offer him some, you know, some stuff. Self-add. Let's see, that'd be cool. Like, if that guy, if the Miss Boss comes to my stream 2 months from now, or like a month from now, and he's like, hey, Vibe, I was that Terran that you played in Protoss Bronze when I said I was new to the game. Remember me? I'll be like, what's up, man? I remember you. And if he's like, bro, I'm in Diamond 2 now, I'd be like, that's awesome. Like, 2 months later, you're like in Diamond League. That's fucking sick. I totally could see it happening too if he actually watches the series and stuff. Happens to a lot of people. Okay, alright, okay. Okay. We got our PvP guys. But again, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what race we're playing against, because again, we're going to do the same thing again. 2 priorities, again, same thing as always. Understand the concept of what our build even means, which is mineral focus over gas focus. And understand the idea of maintain production before add more. If you can seriously just really grasp those concepts, you are so much better off in this game. Because the one of the things that I know from coaching people so often in, like, I've coached people in platinum, I've coached people in gold. One of the things they all do all the time, it's super common, is they go like this: Vibe, how come I lose and I can't get better? Can you please help me? And I go, yeah, I can help you. Like, yeah, it's fine, I'll help you. And then I look at what they're doing, and I'm like, okay, let's add up all the time you don't build shit out of your buildings. And half the time it's like, okay, well, there's no reason why in the first 4 minutes of the game your gateway has not built stuff for like 49 seconds. Like, your gateway's not even done until like, it's ready to make a stalker until like 2.5 minutes, or like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, because you have to wait for a core to finish. So like in the time for you to build a unit, when you could have built like maybe 3 stalkers, you didn't build anything into your gateway for like 45, 49 seconds. Like, what are we doing in that time frame? And a lot of times the person just doesn't realize how important it is to like do things like 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Check your production. And again, something I don't think I said this yet in the Protoss video, but I did say this in the Terran video and my Terran Bronze 2 video. But I'll say it again now for the Protoss video. Just so you guys know, up there, where it says Bronze to Plat build, max out in 11 minutes. The 11 minutes represents what Bronze, I think, can do if you just pay attention to what's going on. I do think you can handle maxing out at 11 minutes if you pay attention. But here's the real disclaimer, okay? 11 minutes to higher, well-executed build standards, 11 minutes is slow. 11 minutes isn't even, like, fast. It's just giving you, like, it's a good baseline for, like, learning how to macro properly, in my opinion. But it's not something to be proud of where it's like, well, if I macro at 11-minute max outs, that means I'll always max out at 11 minutes and I'll be able to get, like, masters with that. No, you won't. If you want to be getting masters or something, you should be maxing out probably, like, around 9.5 minutes. Like, way faster than 11. Time is pretty important in this game. And if it takes you forever to do stuff, you know, that's just gonna hurt you in the long run. But here again, here's the beautiful part about all of it though. Here's the beautiful part. It's not about getting able to go from bronze to masters, because again, this is not called bronze to masters immediately guide. It's called bronze to GM guide. And you know what it has? I don't have 2 videos where it's like, here's bronze 3, here's GM. It goes bronze 3, 2, 1, silver 3, 2, 1, gold 3, 2, 1, platinum 3, 2, 1, diamond 3, 2, 1, masters 3, 2, 1. And like, you have all these leagues to slowly improve yourself, which is all you got to do is work on it. So here's the difference. Okay, watch this. Just look at this. Okay, let me give an example. This is a bronze player. I say build 2 pylons. Here's a bronze player building 2 pylons. Okay. Now I say build 2 pylons. Here's a silver player building 2 pylons. Okay, build 2 pylons. Here's a gold player building 2 pylons. Okay, build 2 pylons. Here is a platinum player building 2 pylons. Okay, build 2 pylons. Here is a diamond player building 2 pylons. Okay, build 2 pylons. Here's a masters player building 2 pylons. Okay. And then build 2 pylons. Here's the GM player building 2 pylons. Like, you can do it way faster. The better you get. I fucked up the Masters one a lot, but you get the point. Like, there's so much room to grow as a player. You can do things so fast. Like, here's a GM player building pylons, okay? Hey, build pylons. There's so many ways you can do it so fast. I just want you to know there's so much room to grow as a player in this game. That's kind of a fun example right there, but it's so true. When you look at a bronze player and you go like this, build pylons, they go like this. Take it easy, dude. I mean, I was over here fucking building pylons all day. Good thing he left, or we could have lost. But it's the point. The point I'm trying to make here is, I don't want you guys to get discouraged with the pylon thing I was showing you. I don't want you to get discouraged and be like, Vibe, what the hell was the point of that? Like, who cares how fast you can build pylons? The point is I expect you to play really slow in bronze. You're going to. That's why you're bronze. You're newer to the game, or you're just not comfortable with the game yet. You're gonna play slow. You're gonna play slightly faster every time you advance league to league to league to league. And before you know it, if you were to like follow this guide and you like keep up with it, and you let's say a month from now, you go from bronze to platinum 2. If you went back and looked at replays of yourself playing when you were back in bronze, you'd be like, oh my god, I've improved a lot. Like, it's just getting comfortable with what you're doing. It's no longer feeling like for instance, if you're the kind of guy that goes like this all the time when you hit keys on the keyboard, you're like looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up. You don't want to be doing that at all. You want to be making sure that you're able to like stare at the screen the entire time and always just like feel the keyboards with your fingers, because you can just know where the keys are with what you're doing. Like, these are the things that are super important to you know, growing yourself as a player, getting comfortable with everything you're doing. So game started, I click my Nexus, I hit make probe, and I just hit make control group number 5. The Miss Boss! No! I got him again, guys. Poor guy. Master, okay, my stream delay is laughing at me because they're like, that Masters player needs practice on building pylons. That's funny. That's funny. I wish there wasn't stream delay. That shit's funny. Okay. So, let's go ahead and rally our nexus to our natural. Let's grab 2 probes and put them in the gas. Build our nexus at the natural. And we build our core. Build our gas. And you can just right click your probes onto the gas. That's totally fine. It's all good. And then just build 1 more probe for the gas here. Because again, we're not touching the 16 out of 16. We're leaving it. It's a priority. What's the priority of our build? It's minerals. So we get 16 and we do not disrupt it. We just let it be. We just let that mineral line flourish. And now we're still making probes, or we're missing a probe here. So let's build a new probe. We'll grab it and send it to the gas. So now we're good on probes, on gases in the main base, which is perfect. Now all our probes are going to go to the natural. Let's build a pylon over here. Hold shift, right click the mineral line. Keep making probes. Vibe, you have advice to go from Diamond 3 to Diamond 1? I'm stuck. I trust me, I'll give you tons of advice to go from Diamond League. So, again, you guys gotta realize it's a guide, right? I'm making a guide that's literally going from beginning to end in YouTube. It's gonna be a guide on YouTube that's gonna be there forever. So I will eventually get to Diamond. So I would say if you have questions for Diamond League, just be a little patient. I'll get there eventually. And there will be so much information for you in Diamond League to look at. But I don't want to start talking about Diamond League and Bronze because it doesn't really... Like, a Bronze player listening to this would be like, what? Do I... Well, okay, so you're saying I do micro now. No, you don't, Bronze guy. Just worry about the 2 fundamentals of StarCraft, which is 1, understanding what your build means. Is it a gas build or is it a mineral build? And I'm just going to let you guys know. Like, mineral builds are expansion builds. They're economy builds. Gas builds are all-ins or timing attacks. Those are gas builds. So if you're not all-inning somebody and you're not timing attacking somebody, if you ever do a gas priority, your build makes no sense. You can still take gas, you just don't prioritize your gas over minerals. I want you guys to really understand that concept. That's so important to understand that. Because everyone who's low league, I can't tell you, listen, like, let me give you another example. I coach people all the time. This is a very common problem of people that I coach. They go, Vibe, please help me. I don't understand how I lost. And they say, I think it's because I took bad fights. I think it's because of my micro why I lost. And I go, bro, your build just doesn't make any sense. Why are you taking so much gas? You have so much less supply than you could have, which makes your micro require so much more effort. Because if you could have 80 supply of army or 50 supply of army, there's a big difference there. And if you're losing the fight barely with 50 supply of army, imagine if you had 80 supply of army, if your build was just, it just made more sense. Because you didn't over-gas early when you don't need it. And they're like, oh, I never thought about it like that. Okay. People blow their minds all the time. It's just literally prioritize your minerals. If you're going to expand, you prioritize your minerals. That's the whole point of why you do that. Let's go build some more pylons in our base so we can expand our building area. Keep macroing units. Keep building probes. Keep building stalkers. Keep building immortals. All of these things.
I return to serve. You must construct additional pylons.
Okay. Grab 3 probes. So again, let's just say I fuck it up, okay? I'm gonna give you guys an example once again if you mess it up. Let's say you greenbox a bunch of probes where you're like, whoops, too many. You could literally do this. Right click, shift, 1, 2, 3, let go of shift, right click, shift, 1, 2, 3, let go of shift, right click. Select all army, move that area, go fix that problem that's happening right now. Going to boost my probes.
I am here in the shadows.
Grab 2 probes off this base because it's oversaturated. And look at my money, it's really high. So let's add a few more gates because I'm maintaining production and I'm not macroing fast enough. I'm not doing a great job of maintaining production. I keep missing gateway rounds here and there because, you know, we're Bronze League and it's expected. You're not fast at everything yet. You're feeling overwhelmed by just process of building buildings. Because when I say build pylon, you go... You think I'm joking, but I know it's real. So again, it's okay. You'll grow as a player. Just know that you're getting stronger every game you play. So let's add on some gateways because we can't spend our money properly. So let's add on like an extra like 4 gates again, or 5. How about 3? Fuck it, let's do 3. Why did I change it so much right there? Because I don't want you to fixate on the number 4, and I don't want you to think that 4 has to be the number every time. Just make a few more buildings. That's all it means. If you're like, I need to spend my money a little bit faster, add on some production. Could be 3, 4, 5, whatever. Just a few more buildings. Okay, so we're making probes. We're gonna make some pylons. When I get to Zerg, I'm gonna be doing roaches still. Lings will come in Diamond League. Yeah. Lings are not gonna be a good idea for low-level Zerg players. Lings are even more fragile than Bio is if you don't micro at all. They just run in and die. Okay, so we're fixing economy. Look at our base. It's fully saturated. We need to expand again. And notice how this game, I actually built my gas before my before my expansion. Again, it's fine. We're always prioritizing the mineral line though. Let's go ahead and build a nexus over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and build an immortal. Let's go ahead and build more stalkers.
Oh, yeah.
My pylon is under attack. Okay. Let's move that area. Okay. Let's get a council and a forge so we can get our upgrades. And do you see how I just microed that again? How I didn't micro that at all. Please, for the love of God, do that if you're in Bronze League. Don't be the guy that feels like, oh, there's a fight. I need to make sure I win that fight. Because you want to know what's more important than winning that fight and like as best you can with your micro that you assume that you have. Because if you're Bronze League, dude, I imagine your micro is probably like going to be watching the army. That's probably what's really going to happen. You're going to tunnel vision, like just staring at the fight to just see how it's going. But really, all that needs to happen is behind it. If you keep making probes, and you make your upgrade, and you just make units, you're gonna have such a stronger footing in the game because you have so much more to fall. Like I have all this new army. What if he broke my army over there that just died? And look how big it is. It's pretty decently sized, but look at this army I just made. It's like half the size of that. And look what's gonna happen. In a second here, I'm gonna make another round. Like this new army is gonna catch up this army really fast. So now look at my army. Suddenly, this army is getting very comparably sized to this army. It's super similar. The Stalker difference is a couple, and the Immortal difference is like 2. That's what happens if you just macro. You don't tunnel vision and then put yourself in these weird spots where you don't have any units. So people you really gotta embrace that. I know it feels scary to not look at your units, but it's scarier when you don't macro. Okay, let's fix our economy because it's depleting. And what I just did right there is I clicked. I didn't have enough, so I held shift and I clicked again, and I added more probes to it. I got 4 the first time or something, and then I added 2 more to it. Okay, let's grab a couple probes, send them over. We can even try to take this base. Looks like my opponent might have stuff up there. He's got stuff up here, actually. Let's move that with a Suctal army. Okay, keep macroing. Don't stop macroing. Yeah, he's got a base up there. Okay. So let's go ahead and move that base now.
Upgrade complete.
Alright, and now we're just making a bunch of gateways. Make some more over here. Make some units.
I'm here in the shadows.
Okay. Keep macroing. Again, who cares about my army, guys? It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Who gives a shite? Who gives a shite? Who gives a shite? Nobody. No one. No. No. Okay, I hope I don't run into that guy again, because I feel like I'm discouraging him right now. Okay, so now we're going into possibly the last game of this league. Possibly. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to see, hard to tell. Okay, good. We got someone else. Okay, let's make a probe. Chilling. We're chilling. Hanging out. We're chilling. Get ready to make another probe. Let's make our pylon. Guys. Alright, and then we're going to make our gateway. Let's make our gateway. Also, guys, I'm doing Zerg right after this, by the way. So Zerg is still in bronze 2. I gotta get bronze 2 to bronze 1 Zerg after this. So Zerg is next. Okay. Let's make a gas. Further boost our Nexus. Again, we want to control 5 our Nexus, control 4 our gateway. 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5-4. We're always producing. We're rotating our control group to be like, what can we do? 5, make a probe, we're good. 4, we're good. 5, we're good. 4, we're good. Keep producing. Let's rally my Nexus to the gas so I can actually start saturating my gas. Because again, we're now at 16 to 16. Let's not disrupt that. Make a probe. Let's make our Nexus as well at the same time. At my natural. Let's come back and make a probe in my Nexus. And then also make a Cybercore next to my gateway. Now we can make a gas in the top. We can rally my Nexus to that gas. Make a probe. And we can also make a pylon so we don't supply block. And then re-click my probe back on the gas. Don't forget to make probes. I know there's an SCV in my base, and a lot of people really want to green box their whole middle line to attack that, but don't worry, he's not a threat right now. He doesn't matter. That SCV doesn't mean anything at the moment. Just let it be. Just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Okay, let's go ahead and make a stalker. Vibe, you took a lot of that guy's MMR. It's because he doesn't have a lot of games played. Don't worry, when he wins games, he wins like 200 at a time as well. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. He's a nice guy, though. So that's why I didn't want to get him again. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make our pylon. Because, again, we don't want a supply block, and we're just making probes. We're constantly looking at 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. 4 needs a stalker. 5 is good. Let's make our robo and our second gateway. Because we can't spend our money. We have too much money, not enough production. So what are we doing? We're going to add on a robo and a gateway. This allows us to make immortals and just a little bit more stalkers. Keep making probes. Keep making probes. Let's make a pylon.
I am the
Okay. And yeah, 4 or 5, 4 or 5, 4 or 5, guys. We're just constantly rotating 4 or 5, trying to make sure we macro as much as possible. We want to make sure we're always making units out of our buildings.
Here in the shadows.
Make those units, guys. Don't forget to make those units. Don't forget to make the units, okay? Do as best you can. You'll get faster over time. Just know the concepts once again. So what we're doing, we're fully saturated on the natural. It's again the same process we've been taking all the time previously. It's time to expand. Let's make a couple pylons next to our expansion. And why do I do this? Number one, I mean, we need pylons, so it helps because we need pylons. Number two, the reason why we do this, here's a big tip, okay? We'll talk about this really fast. When you make a pylon and it has a green pylon field like that, it's because it's close to a nexus, so it has fast warp ins. So I can warp in stalkers really fast here now. See how they warp in super fast? But if I have a pylon too far away from the nexus, it has a blue pylon field. And now I'll show you a stalker warp in next time, and it's going to be a slow stalker warp in that will be there, and you'll see the difference. I'll warp in one in the fast, one in the slow. So we're trying to put pylons around our nexuses so that we can have fast warp ins wherever we get attacked. It helps at defending our base, essentially. Okay, and then we're going to take our gas at our natural, because we're good on gas. Now check it out. So we got a fast pylon field, a green one, and a blue one, which is a slow pylon field. Watch me do both at the same time. And look at how fast one of them goes to the other one. It's already done, and this one's like, I'm coming. Hold on. I'm almost done. I'm on my way. I'm coming. And now it's done. It takes 11 seconds compared to like 4 seconds. So it's a big difference. A warp gate next to a pylon makes it a green field, or a nexus next to a pylon makes it a green field. So that's why I do that with my pylons. Okay. Let's go ahead and rally my nexus to my third and make more units. And look at my money. I can't really spend it, so how about we make more gateways again? All my production's going, so let's add in like, now this time let's add 4 gates. Last time we added 3, this time we had 4. Why did we add 3 and 4? Who gives a shit? Doesn't matter. What matters is we added more gateways. Because we already are, we're trying to do our best to spend our money, but we're missing rounds here and there, which is why we're having to add more, which is fine. It comes down to the fact that you're just not fast enough yet at your macro. So you're gonna stumble a little bit here and there. It's totally acceptable. You'll get better over time. Just keep practicing it. Because again, the best thing you can do for yourself is look at 4 or 5 like this, literally like this. 4 or 5, 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 4 make stalkers. 5, 4 or 5 make probes. 4 or 5, 4 or 5, 4 or 5. Like that's how you should be playing. Much harder to play that way if you're not used to it. Generally speaking, for a bronze player, you're gonna be playing way slower. You're gonna be like 4, 5. 4, 5. It sounds ridiculous, but in theory, like when you're listening to me, but when you're playing this game, a lot of people don't realize how many seconds go by when they're thinking thoughts of like, what is my opponent doing right now? Is he making battle cruisers? What if Dark Templars attack me? Should I scout? Well, okay, maybe I should move my units to the right. What if a drop comes? There's definitely going to be a cannon rush at some point. Like, people overthink everything in this game. And you don't got to think about anything right now. I just want you to focus on macro. If you just block every other thought in your mind out on this game, and you only think macro, 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 you'll be so much better off. For just, like, developing yourself as a player.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Burr, 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 burr.
I am here in the shadows.
Alright, now let's transfer some probes to a new base. Transfer the probes to a new base. Transfer the probes to a new base. Transfer. Okay. And we haven't been using chrono boost at all this game really, so let's go ahead and start chrono boosting stuff. Probes are almost done, so let's start chrono boosting our robo. And let's get our forge and our council because we never made that either, so we definitely need that.
I return to serve.
Oh, okay, dude. Keep macroing. Let's warp in slow stalkers this time. Look at this. Watch how ridiculous this is again. And one fast stalker at the very end. Fast stalker will finish so much faster than even the first one.
I am here in the shadows.
It's so funny how slow warp-ins are. They're so bad. Okay, let's saturate our gas properly. Saturate our gas properly. Now let's start scouting the map for where his bases could be. So one stalker, a move around the side of the map. Another stalker, same thing, other side of the map. And the reason why, also, for those of you who are wondering, Vibe, you keep doing 2 units every time you do this. Why don't you just do 1 unit? Because 1 unit would take forever to get across the map. Like, they would have to go everywhere on the map. That 1 unit would take like a full 90 seconds to do that. But if you do 2 units, it only takes both of them about 30 seconds to do it. Because they don't have to backtrack and cover a bunch of ground they've already, you would have covered twice as fast. Because then you also have to cross the map and stuff, and it wastes so much time. Okay. We found one of his bases. Let's start adding on a bunch of gates here. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just make the buildings. And now we found a base. So let's move our army like this, okay? Let's make some new stalkers really quickly.
Our pylon is under attack.
Oh, he's attacking me first. So we'll defend first. Move towards his army. Call it a day. Let it just be. Okay, how many probes are we at? We lost 3 probes. Remake them? Remake the Nexus. We honestly could expand again. So let's make another Nexus as well while we're at it. Okay. And probe count, good. Probe count, bad. Fix. Probe count, good. We're good. Okay, let's add all these gateways we just made into our control group of gateways. And let's make a bunch of stalkers. Okay. The Nexus died again, so let's rebuild it again. Let's build a couple pylons. Let's also check my probe count. We're missing 4. Make 4 more probes. We're good again. Add all my Nexus into a control group of control group 5. Make a couple pylons here. Mineral, mine the mineral patch. Keep making units. We'll just make them here when this pylon's done because it's more, it's kind of losing building right here. Okay. Let's go here. So we're just making stalkers right now. And again, you know how to stop making it perfect? You don't have to do that either. You could go like this. Like, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. I don't think a lot of people have great mouse accuracy. Like, especially if you're, like, learning how to play the game for the first time. You're probably going to be all over the place. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just click the mouse. Slam it around. It's fine. Now we're going to take our army, and we're going to A-move here. We're going to shift A-move here. Then we're going to A-move here. And why? Because there's a potential of a ramp right here for Terran that could be blocked. So A-move there. And then we're going to A-move the back of the natural. And then same exact thing here. This ramp could also be blocked on the high ground. So we'll A-move there at the base of the top of the ramp before the wall. And then we'll A-move here. And whatever happens, happens in that army. Now behind this, we're going to look at, our bases. So fix this base. Needs to be fixed. This base needs to be fixed. Grab 4 more probes. This base, good. This base, send them there. That base is undersaturated. We can make a couple gases there, and that's fine. Shift, mine the mineral patches, and we're great. Then we can make a new army. Also, we could use a couple more robos. Let's make 2 more robos, because I only have 1 robo right now, so let's make more robo. This takes us to 23 production buildings. which is all good. So let's make a bunch of stalkers.
I am here in the shadows. Let our enemy know I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows. Mineral field depleted. I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows. I am here. Mineral field depleted.
Make an immortal. Keep making stalkers.
In the shadows. Mineral field depleted. I am here in the shadows. I am here. I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows.
Make a couple more immortals. Okay, we're maxed out again pretty much. We're very, very, very close. So at this point now, once again, let's go ahead and grab our army. Select all army. Let's go here, A move. Shift A move here. Shift A move here. Same reasons as before. Shift A move there. Same reasons as before. There. And there. What's my probe count look like? It's 85. Let's fix my economy wherever things need to be fixed. Because I keep hearing mineral field depleted. Look at that. Fix all those probes. Send them all down here to this fresh base. What's this base look like? It's good. This base. Definitely not good. Let's fix it. This has how you maintain a good economy. It's how you maintain a good economy. Bob, you're playing slower than an easy AI right now. Well, if I can win playing like this, I think you can win playing like this in bronze. I mean, okay, let me show you guys something really fast. Bronze players that are like, I don't know much about StarCraft. I'm very curious to learn this game. Do you want to see something that you could do? Okay, so we're warping in Stalker super slow. I know we are. This is what you could do, which I'm not going to teach you this right now, okay? I'm going to teach you this in, like, maybe Platinum League, maybe Diamond League. Definitely at least Diamond, but maybe Platinum. But here's how you can warp in Stalkers really fast if you really wanted to. Okay, you could do that. And you could be like, oh, cool. I've maxed out in seconds. But, again, we're not worrying about that right now. That's advanced tactics right there. We're only worried about, you know, are you constantly keeping on top of macro, 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 macro? And check it out. We'll go back to the fights really fast. Why don't you tell bronze players to use rapid fire weapons? Because a bronze, guys, if you're in bronze league, again, you can do this, okay? You can literally hold the button down, or like you can hit stalker for S for stalker. A stalker is in your hand. You hold shift and you go click, 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 like click, 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 click. Obviously, you don't have to go like this. Click, 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 click. You don't have to do that. If you feel like you can go click, 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 and you feel like you can click it mouse faster than that, that's totally fine. Play faster than me, please. If you can play faster than I'm playing here right now, it's fucking amazing. That's awesome. You know why that's awesome? Because if you can max out faster than fucking 11 minutes, you're doing great. Well done. I'm proud of you. You're more than welcome to play faster than me if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you can handle it. That's the whole point. I want you to try to play faster than me.
Bro, 1 year Vibu high.
Yo, 39 stripes. Thank you for the 1 year, man. I appreciate you. I want you to try to play faster than me. Because again, what I'm trying to show you is what I think a bronze player can handle. I think a bronze player could literally handle what I'm doing right now, which is playing the game at like 30 APM or 40 APM. It's just understanding what is important all over again. It's what it is. And as you saw, we actually won the game with slow as fuck warpins. It doesn't matter that my warpins are slow. It matters that my economy is good. And I have enough gateways to actually make stalkers. Because believe it or not, making stalkers this fast, going click, 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 click. If it never stops, if I make stalkers literally indefinitely like that until I max out, that is faster than your average bronze player that makes 5 gateways and makes 1 round of 5 stalkers going click, 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 click. And then 90 seconds later, makes stalkers again. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. You guys got to realize that. I feel like most players can rapid fire weapons. You guys are too much right now. It's not, guys. My chat's going crazy on me right now. They're like, Vibe, these weapons are pissing me off. Teach people how to rapid fire weapons. Guys, if you're genuinely, if you're Bronze League player, you should not be learning how to rapid fire weapons. You should not be learning how to rapid fire weapons. That is that is a bit much for a. Do I think that you have to be masters or GM to rapid fire weapons? No. Honestly, I'll probably teach people how to do that in Platinum League. But in Bronze, it's definitely not the priority. That's like a trick on how to play the game at a more efficient pace. But all we're trying to learn right now is economy management. It's all we're learning is economy management. It's supposed to be slow because Bronze League is fucking Bronze League, dude. It's people who are literally like, they go like this. What is this unit even called? Oh, Stalker. Oh, you want me to make that? So you want me to make Stalkers? That's what a Stalker is. Ah. Okay, I see. Bronze League is not fucking like the guys who are refining their gameplay, where they're like, I'm a badass at this game and I just want to get better. I want to get faster. Teach me all the tricks, because I know quite a bit of this game already. I just need the tricks to like really cut the corners faster here. No, they just want to know, like, they need to learn the fucking basics. Rapid fire warpins are not. It's not a basic. That's an advanced maneuver. It's like teaching someone how to like walk. If you're like, hey, this is how you walk. It's like a baby. Like, this is how you walk. Come here. It's like fucking bumbling around trying to walk, and you're like, now do a backflip. Come on, do something fancy.
Oh,
it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Yo, 39 stripes. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, man. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. All right, now watch this. This is what the fights looked like, guys, okay? These are what the fights looked like. We didn't watch them. I know people always like to see what the fights look like. But when the Terran shows up to my base, he is actually maxed out, and I am also maxed out. But do you want to know what I think is going to happen here? You want to know why I think we win? And I'm super... Yo, Connor, props to you. I'm super glad you maxed out on this game when I maxed out at 11 minutes. Do you want to know why I think he loses this game? This is again... I hear these kinds of problems all the time, and I try to explain these things, which is why I decided to make another B2GM series, because I feel like there's a lot of common problems out there. But players think a lot of times that if you max out the first time, you're done. Macro ends. It's over. You're done with it. Now you can just micro. So I imagine during this fight with Connor, I bet he probably will build no units during the fight, and I will macro during the fight, and Connor's supply will plummet really far down after the fight's over because we're going to trade armies, but my supply is going to mostly maintain a high supply. Both of our supplies are going to plummet, but mine's going to recover faster because it's not about maxing out one time and calling it a day. It's about remaxing and keeping your supply high, like maintaining. It's right here. It's what I wrote down right here. It's about understanding base upkeep. It's legit understanding base upkeep. That is what it is. It's about remax. It's not max once and then never do it again. So watch this. I didn't even see this game from his perspective yet, but I imagine during this fight, he does macro a little bit. That's good shit. Connor, well done. Make 2 Marines in a tank. Like, he's actually macroing, so I'm not being sarcastic. But he stopped there, though. He is not making anything else now. He's really busy trying to micro Marines and tanks. And we have a bunch of gateways that just finished. We just made a fuckload of gates, and now we're warping in a bunch of stalkers. And now, the supply, again, a second ago, the supply was at maxed out versus maxed out, right? It was max versus max. And now, going further forward, supply also favored Terran heavily right there. He got a massive win there, based on how he microed that fight, I guess. That was... Honestly, like, the way the fight went for him was nice. He killed a lot of my shit. But we're keeping up with him. Base upkeep. So we lost a shitload more, but yet we still are keeping up in the process. Also, Connor, you have a lot of SCVs. Maybe a little too much, but I love this guy's... this guy... Gold star to Connor, man. I love the economy. It's maybe just a bit excessive. So it's things like maybe like, for instance, like that 24 out of 8 needs to be managed, right? 6 out of 8, that's good. 27 out of 16 needs to be managed. 21 out of 16 needs another expansion, needs to be managed. Our bases, 10 out of 10 needs to be managed, but it's only 2 over, not like 15 over. Perfect, and still good. So but yeah, now we're both maxed again. So we both actually remaxed together. Connor's doing honestly better than I expected. So although I took a way harder loss here, we both remax at the same time. And now here comes the second fight. And what happens in this one? Let's watch production. What happens on the second fight? So far, neither one of us has made anything. Neither one of us has made a single unit during the fight, because this thing was made 33 seconds ago, not right now. Now, who's going to macro during the fight? Base upkeep, boys. This is when I think we're changing probes around or whatever. Here comes the stalkers. We're making stalkers. We're making robos. We're building more production. And we're taking some terrible fights right now. We are taking some awful trades. But it doesn't matter because our income is superior. Because we're managing our bases better in terms of like the workers being assorted properly. This base is a little bit fucked up at the moment though. And our production is just, we're producing. So again, look at the resources lost. We've lost like double what he's lost. A little bit more than double. We've lost a shitload of resources. Because those fights for us were really, really bad. We didn't micro anything. He did. He definitely took better fights. But it doesn't matter if we can outproduce our opponent with base upkeep constantly happening over and over and over and over and over and over. And this is finally the next attack we do with our... These stalkers were all warped in like one. Look at the fight. It's just getting to a point now where we just have too much stuff because we're having overwhelming numbers here. And what's happening during the fight? I'm actually doing nothing, and he's the one who's... I think we're expending rapid fire, where we just... And this is the rapid fire one, where it's like... So you can do that. That is very possible. Like, see, like that kind of warp in, that is rapid fire. You warp in like literally 20 units at once. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm gonna teach you guys this technique a little bit later. It's not for bronze. You can definitely click your mouse faster than I'm clicking my mouse, but this requires finesse with your keyboard to do it properly, which is I think bronze players don't have finesse with their keyboard. I think bronze players are going to be bumbling around the keys trying to hit stuff properly. But yeah. There we go, boys. Promo. Bronze 1. Oh my god. We did it. We got it. Upgrade complete. Upgrade. Hell yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video in Bronze 1. So, good luck out there. Good luck, TOS players. And, yeah, go crush some nerds in ladder. Go build some stalkers. Go macro some economies. Yeah.